Hello. This is an update on my previous about microwaves. This is my microwave. You can see it looks quite new and not bad. Oh yes, but watch what happens when you open the door. Can you see what has happened to the enameling? Well, even if you can't hear my voice now, I'm recording this and hoping it'll come out, because I haven't got the equipment to do a really good job. But if I take this tray out and reveal this, which rotates, you will see that even where it rotated, it's taken all the bloody enamel off. Now, this happens to say sharp on it, and over here. But it's not really Sharp's fault, because they're all the same. They're all made in China and they're all made of rubbish. And it doesn't matter how much you pay for it, unless it's made elsewhere, you'll get the same problem. Now, you may have had your microwave a long time and it's gone on. I've only had this a couple of years tops. That started just after the 12 months. Now, a lot of people would think, oh, you can't do anything about that. Well, you're wrong, because if that happens to a microwave like this, that sort of rust, you can see it clearly here. Look, the whole of it's all peeled off, and it's been there a long time. That's because it was there when it was imported. It just takes time for it to occur. Now, if you only use your microwave infrequently, unlike me, it may last a few years. But if, like me, you use it every day, I use it for making tea, making coffee, blanching potatoes and parsnips for roasting, lots of things like that. But if you see anything like this and your guarantee's up, that doesn't stop you taking it back, because you're right. Your statutory rights to take it back to the shop is that it's unfit for purpose. No microwave should do that, even after 5 years. Now, I've explained on the other one why it happens. One of the reasons is the door is not a very good fit, and you can see that that does that. The other reason is poor enameling. And the third reason is because instead of extracting the steam, they blow cold air onto it to cool the inside down. Now, that is the biggest load of rubbish out. I have 40 years in electronics. I qualified in 1970. And I worked on the very first microwaves. In fact, I was one of the first persons in my area to buy one, because they are the most economical way of cooking food, and they're also the most ecological, because they take less time, less electricity, etc. Now, it is brilliant for making mashed potatoes with parsley. I use chopped onions and cheese and make a mashed potato. It is well, it's for making tea. I don't know if I've told you. I've got a video on there showing you how to do the coffee, but the tea, I don't know if I've already put this up. I don't think I have. But with tea, if you put your mug of water in, go for 2 minutes, then put your tea bag in, and put a spoon on top of the tea bag to keep it down to the bottom, not float, and then run it for another 30 seconds, and then wait for a minute for it to brew. You will find you'll have a cup of tea that tastes exactly the same as one out of a teapot. And coffee, if you want, is even easier to do. Because all you do is cold water, float coffee mate on the top of it, and then put your sugar and your coffee on top of that. Don't stir. Put it in the microwave 1.5 minutes, and you'll find that it's all lovely frothy coffee, because the coffee is frothed up by the microwaves. The microwaves agitate hydrogen atoms. The hydrogen atom is the most simplest atom of anything, because it has one proton and one electron. And because there's only one electron, that electron, when hit by microwaves, scatters around inside so fast and so unbelievably fast, and friction generates the heat and also causes the water to bubble, not boil, bubble, and that stirs the sugar and the coffee mate and the coffee, and you're laughing. But I've been told by some idiot that the reason I have these problems is because I do potatoes in it, because there's a lot of water in potatoes. That is the biggest load of nonsense out, because the microwave was designed to cook things with water in. Because if they ain't got water in, you're in real trouble. I don't know if you've ever left something in too long and all the water has been evaporated, and you'll see it catches fire. Now, I told you just now to put the teaspoon in on top of the tea bag. Now, some idiots will try to tell you, oh, you mustn't put metal in. That's quite true. But so long as that spoon is submerged in the water, it will have no effect on the microwave. Take it from me, a qualified electronic engineer. Don't believe the rubbish you're told by your shops. Take it back. And if everybody did this, eventually the Chinese would stop doing the bloody rubbish, because they're just trying to bring us down, flooding the country with cheap junk that won't last. And as I explained on the other video, buy the cheapest model you can, no matter what the name says, because they're all the same. The inside, they're all made in the same bloody Chinese factories. So there you are. And if you do that, eventually these companies will stop using the Chinese and start using British workers and even German and French and American workers to make their goods, rather than get China to do them. Because if you think of the ecology of it, they have to be shipped to all the different countries, and ships burn oil and blast the atmosphere with carbon, and well, all these things add up. Now, as you know, I'm nearly 80, so I have no ulterior motive in this, because if everybody stopped producing immediately, I'd be dead long before the atmosphere returned to its original. So there you are. I'm going to come on with another I just want to show you. Please note that the enamels have come off in here, because they'll try to say that the reason the enamel has come off here is because of the way I shut the door. It's not. It's just that the bloody design is such that it doesn't. Sometimes you can't even get it to open. But it can't be very good enamel, can it, if just those little plastic wheels going round over it takes it off. And when you put a cup of tea or a cup of coffee in the microwave, put it right in the center of the tray, because that's where the maximum concentration of microwaves are. And that's about all. If this hasn't come out properly, I'll just use the video. If there's no sound, I'll commentate on it. So there you are, and it doesn't matter what the name is. I'm not blaming Sharp. It could be Mitsubishi, it could be anything. It's all the same, no matter what the name is. because it's the Chinese making them. And the Chinese have been doing everything they can to bring down capitalism. I don't like capitalism anyway, but I don't like the Chinese way either. Anyway, China used to be the best enamelers in the world. If you've seen any of the antiques made back in the Ming Dynasty and all that, do you mean to tell me that they can't do a decent enameling? No, they enamel over the rust, and that's why it rusts. Anyway, that's it. Goodbye.